everyone, this is Deb from Coastal Crochet, live from Teignmouth in Devon. So if you don't know where Devon is, if you're not from the UK, we're right at the very bottom, near Cornwall. So this is my intro to my 2-day market. It is at Abbfest in just past Newton Abbot in Devon. So it's a 2-day event. It's like beer festival, food, crafts. We did it last year. It wasn't so good, but we thought we'll come back and do it again because we only did 1 day last year. So this year we're trying both days just to see what happens. So enjoy the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you like my videos and you want to watch more, please subscribe. And I'd love to hear your comments of what you thought of the 2-day event below. All right. Thanks for watching. See you on the flip side. Good morning, everybody. It's market day.
It's market weekend.
Oh, yeah, it's market weekend. It's the whole of the weekend. We're at Abbfest. We're not sleeping there because we only live down the road. But the weather's shy.
Well, we might be if we get rained in.
Yeah, the weather's shy. And we did it last year when it rained all day and the tent flooded. So I'm praying that they've moved the tent to a little bit of a better spot this year so that we're not wading through like water.
It's a field. There's no better spot.
It'll be like, you know, when Katie's Celestial Homebody did that Renaissance fair. It was going to be like that. Never mind. We'll get through it, won't we? So we're on our way to Abbott's Carswell, which is the town up from Newton Abbot towards Totnes. And there's a garden centre up there called Fermoys, and in the field next door, once a year they do this big festival called Abbfest, which is where we're going today. And it's a music and beer festival with some crafts thrown in and some dog shows. So yeah, it's gonna be a great weekend, hopefully. Naomi from Bluebells and Bees is going, Sophie from Buddy's Bangles is going, and hopefully Claire from Positively Peaceful will go as well, because we all used to do Newton Abbot together, and it's nice that we're all sort of following each other around. Joe and Karen are sunning themselves in Lanzarote at the moment, so they're not with us. So yeah, we're on our way. It takes us about 20 minutes to get there. Starts at 10, finishes at 5 today, and then tomorrow is 10 till 4. So hopefully it's going to be a good weekend. I'm now going to hand over to Professor Jones, who will tell you a little bit of history about where we're going today. And it's quite interesting if you like crocheting or you like crafty stuff. This is a really, even I was interested in this. Usually I just roll my eyes. So here we go.
Hello, welcome. Thanks for coming along for a ride. How's it going? You having a good day? You having a bad day? You got yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, some biscuits? You sat down for this one because this is really cool. Well, I think it's cool, and even Debs loves it. And like she just said, she's normally like, Mike says 3 times. So let me tell you about a little field between where the Abbfest is set up and where Ipplepen is. Maybe a little map for Ipplepen.
Yeah, Ipplepen's the next
And I'm going to take my time because there's going to be some pictures being thrown up. So, you know, like on our little, when you come for a ride with us in the car and we've had a laugh, and I've told you about a few hundred years ago, or maybe 10 or 15 years ago when we had the Olympics, and I've told you about 1,000 years ago, we're going to keep going, about the Vikings, and then I've told you about the Romans 2,000 years ago. Well, how about 4,600 years ago?
Keep watching that.
There is a site, like I say, just between Ipplepen and where we are. And it's a little archaeological dig. And there's, they found in the old quarry lots of little bits and pieces of tools from our Neolithic ancestors from anywhere between 4,006, 5,006 years ago. So that's incredible. I mean, these people, they look like us. They were probably a bit smarter than us because they were living off the land. We'll come into it in a second. And they found all these tools, pictures around. And they also found these needles, and these needles are hooked needles made of wood and made of bone, and they were used because they found bits of scraps of the clothing and the baskets and the shoes that they weaved, and the weaving is very similar to like a crochet knot, a crochet hook. So it's just really, really cool for me to think about these people nearly like 4,500, 5,000 years ago doing what we were doing. Little picture around here, and mending their clothes, going fishing, growing food, building houses, doing the settlement, living like us, laughing like us, crying like we do. So whenever you're having a bad day or a good day, just think, us humans have been doing this for years. And it never seems to change. Their priorities seem to be the same as ours. They even had dogs, and this wasn't found at this site, but they actually found and recreated the skull of a pet dog that was buried in a Neolithic site. Sorry, I'm trying to drive as well. And the creation, I've put him here. I'm going to call him Neo because he's from the Neolithic, and he looks like a good boy, doesn't he? Or a good girl. He might be a good girl. She might be a good girl. Anyway, I'm just starting to ramble now. So I hope you found that interesting, because we were blown away. Because the way that they were making clothing back in the time, from the evidence of the bits and pieces that they found, they must have been doing crochet, because it looks so much like it. Anyway, I will hand you back to my dearly beloved wife, and we will now take the right turn off because we've just gone all the way round the roundabout.
Oh my God, I feel sick.
But
It's just missed a turn off. And we want to go around this huge roundabout. Oh my God, I've seen stars. Oh, never mind. We're on the right road now. I might do a little bit of filming actually to show you our little journey there in a minute and see what you think. And
yeah, it's a nice little run between Newton Abbot and Abbfest. It's a nice run. It's not by the sea. It's in the country.
In the country.
It's actually directly between the sea and the moors, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, see you later. Catch up soon. Hopefully we'll have lots of money today. Bye. Hi everyone, look at my hair. It was so humid while I was setting up, it's just gone mental. Right, it is 11:30, we've been open an hour and a half and we have made nothing. It's very weird. There's a lot of like choirs walking around, no kids at all, but it's still early days. There's a lot of adults walking around. I just haven't seen any kids, so we'll see how it goes. All right.
Nice. Do you want to come for a walk? Let's go for a walk. Okay.
Here you go then. Bye.
So just a quick update for you all. As you can see by the crowds and the glorious sunshine, business is booming. Business is not booming. Oi.
an update. It is 4:15. I've not done much videoing today because there's been a lot of loud music. Not as bad as Tour Rabbit, but there's been music. It started off terribly, and the rain was, really bad. And I think up to about 1 o'clock we'd only done 60 quid. And now we're 199. So it's been all right. It's weird. Not a lot of kids here, so definitely that's what drives a minute the kids to my store. So yeah, nothing more to say. We're back tomorrow anyway, so I'll see you later. Bye. Hello everybody. Okay, this is market recap of day 1. All right, so we got there at 8 a.m, set up. We were inside the craft market. It cost us a bit more to go in there, but because it was forecast rain, I was quite glad. But what I remember from last year, and Lainey from Penny Pot Cottage will remember, is it rained that much last year that it flooded inside the marquee, and it was like a swamp up the top end. So I kept saying to Matt, God, please don't let us be up the top end. And we were about halfway down. But they had put sawdust and chippings in there to sort of like soak it up should it start raining again, when it did. So I've got the sheets in front of me. It was a weird day. There was a lot of choirs there. Unity and Sound were there. Cordettes. I think the Cordettes were there. I saw a few people walking around with Cordette tops on. And rock choir. I used to sing in rock choir a long time ago. Okay, so it opened at 10 o'clock till 5. So we were set up from 8 o'clock, and we sat there for 4.5 hours before we made our first sale. So at 12:28 p.m, we sold a small chick. I was like, oh my gosh, 4.5 hours for the first sale. That is really bad. That's the worst we've ever done. So that was at 12:28. Then the next sale was at 12:38, and it was a stingray. I'll just whip through these quickly. 12:50 was a crab. 12:53 a capybara. 1 o'clock we had a commission inquiry, so she's going to contact us to make 2 cats. 10 minutes later we sold another 2 cats. Then it was 10 minutes later again, we sold 3 plants. Then we didn't sell anything for 1 hour 10 minutes, so at 2:30 we sold a capybara. Then we sold a cat and a chicken, a frog hat. Then at 2:30 a cat, 2:50 a cat, 2:51 a drift octopus, 2:52 a crab. Then 15 minutes later a seagull, 5 minutes later a pink whale, a tiny one, 5 minutes later a seagull, 10 minutes later a plant and a stingray. Then there's just a minute after that we sold a plant. So now it was 20 to 4 and we sold a red chicken, a stingray at 10 to 4, 5 to 4 a plant, 4 o'clock a crab, and 4:15 an octopus. 4:45, so half an hour later, 2 crabs and a plant. 10 to 5 another drift octopus and a plant. And then the lady came around and said, we're supposed to shut at 5, but you can stay up until 6 if you want. And because there was a lot of people in, there were a lot walking around with like glasses of pints of beer, but all older, no kids. So I thought, sod it, we'll stay. The wind was whipping up outside and poor Naomi was holding on to her tent for dear life, and Sophie next door. It was so windy, so they decided to pack up. So at 5:30, I sold my last sale. I did my last sale, a stingray and a crab at 5:30. So we packed up then and went home because we'd had enough by then. So yesterday, my best seller was the plants. So I sold 8 plants yesterday. I sold 6 funny crabs, like holding the beers and the, glasses on, reading a book. I sold 5 cats, 4 stingray, 2 seagulls, 2 drift octopus, 2 cappies, 1 chick, 1 chicken, a frog hat, 1 whale, 1 Mabel chicken and a small octo. 34 items, grand total of £240. So it was all right. In the end, it made up for it, didn't it? We have a saying, me and Mark, we call it the Freddie Mercury moment. If you like Queen or Freddie Mercury, my eyes feels like something in it. Then, the song, I Want to Break Free. Well, we always sing, I want to break 3, which means we want to break 300. And as soon as we do the 300, we sing it. So I think from my next market videos, I don't think I'm going to tell you how much I've made, but I'm just going to say, I'll put a clip of Freddie on. If he sings I Want to Break Free, we've beat our target. So that's something I'm thinking about. So I don't really like telling you how much I made. It feels like I'm bragging a little bit. But I know a lot of you, because you do markets, you want to see what I've sold and how much I make. So that's why I do that. But I'll have a think, don't worry. So there you go, end of day 1. So I'll be back in a minute at the end of the next part of the video to tell you what we sold on day 2. Thank you for staying with me this long. If you're still here, do rain. Do an emoji of rain, so I know that you're watching and you're with me on it, all right? Keep watching, because I'll do another emoji check with you later to see who's still watching, all right? I'm so cruel to you. I'm sorry. Right, take care. See you soon. Bye. It's Market Day, part 2.
Part 2 of Market Day.
Yesterday it started awful.
It was an emotional roller coaster.
It was. We got there at 8, set up, and then the store next to us, they had 2 kids, and they like, oh my god. They bought 2 cats, but they didn't pay for it, so I'm not counting that as a morning sale. So the first sale we got, bearing in mind we was there from 8, was at 12:30. I'm like, Jesus, this is really bad. I thought, we're not going to sell anything today. There was a lot of people there. And then the rain started and I thought, oh God, this is awful. I didn't even want to come back today at that point. I was like, I don't even want to come back. It's a waste of a day off. I'd rather just be at home crocheting. So yesterday morning I made an octopus, a drift, 2 capybaras and 3 cats. That's how dead it was. And then from about 2 o'clock, everyone started coming in. I think because it was until 11 at night, people weren't coming in till the afternoon, but there was no kids. There was I saw probably about 7 all day, and they were with vendors. So I thought, no, it wasn't right for me yesterday. But after 2 o'clock, it booked up a bit, and we did 250. So quite impressed with that, really, in the end. So it made me want to come back today, because apparently the sun's out today. Yay!
And it's family day.
And apparently it's family and dog day. So there's lots of doggies there today, and there's some bouncy castles and things. So fingers crossed for me that today goes a lot better than yesterday, because I wasn't impressed. What do you think of my fringe, everybody? Do you like my bangs? I cut them myself this morning because I couldn't see.
I held the bowl on your head.
It's cheeky. No, he didn't. Right, Mark's got a tiny little history segment this morning.
They've already had one, they don't want another.
It's literally a minute, less than a minute. It's something I found, you should do
it. You plan this history section, Take
Okay,
one.
we'll do my section then today, okay?
Yes, it's your show.
So, I'm not as good as mine, so bear with me. And it's really about the history of Abbfest. So, Abbfest was created in 2004 because they needed to raise funds for the parish church.
So they sold beer.
So, they sold beer.
Lots and lots of beer.
Everyone was walking around yesterday with pints of beer. It was a proper beer fest yesterday. So everyone was walking around with beer, and for the last 21 years they carried it on, but now they give to charity because they did the church roof. I don't think they need to do it again.
Yeah.
So they split the cost of the stall monies and raffles and everything like that. It all goes to charity.
Charity.
My stall for the weekend is £100. So I think that's quite expensive in it for a craft fair, but £50 a day is not too bad. I usually pay about 30, and to get quite a crap day yesterday wasn't very good.
It's about £6 in diesel as well.
Yeah, and we were there till 6 because they wanted to keep the craft fair, the tent open because a lot of people had come in, but no one was buying, so I just wanted to go. So we left about 20 to 6, quarter to 6 we left. Covered everything up, so we'd have to reset it all up today, and then I'll let you know later how today goes. All right, that's it for me. Bye.
So it's 10 o'clock, we're open, and we've made a sale, and look at the difference in the weather today. Fantastic.
Hey everyone, it is 10 to 3. Has it been a good weekend? No. Has it been better today than yesterday? No. What a load of crap. Yeah, it's really bad. No one really wants to buy anything. It's just rubbish. I've done about 100 quid today, and a little girl bought a crab because her friends were like pushing her to get it. I want, get the crab, get the crab, get the crab. She bought it, and then 10 minutes later she came back. I don't want it, my mum won't like it. So she had a refund, but she'd already used the free stickers that we gave her. So yeah, it's a little bit disheartening, but I've managed to make a couple of things today while I've been here. I won't do Abfest again. It's not a place where people want to spend money. They like to come in, watch the free entertainment, have a drink and go home. So not many kids again today, but never mind, you can't win them all, can you? So I'll do a catch up with you later. All right, bye. Welcome back. Right, day 2. Worse than day 1. Honestly, I've lost the will to live with this market. I'm not doing it again. So we'll try and stay positive, shall we? But you know what it's like. You work hard, don't you, to create your stuff for these markets. There's a lot of people walking past. I was singing, welcome back. Every time they just like, don't even look at your stall, I was singing that in my head. There was a few more kids, there weren't many. There's more dogs than blooming humans there today. Because they had a dog show on as well. So, but it was so nice to see the dogs. I've seen the most amazing, huge dog today. Look at this picture. How big is that dog? Honestly. Beautiful. I don't know what breed it is. I didn't ask. Mark told me, but I forgot. Right, okay. So we got there this morning at 9:15 because it started at 10 and all our stuff was already set up from the day before. We just had to take the cover off, you know. So we checked on Naomi and Sophie, make sure they were okay. Yep, they were good. They were set up. The sun was shining. We were feeling it this morning. We're like, yes, this is going to be a great day. So it opened at 10 and it was 10 till 4 today. So where's my sheet gone? day 2, here we go. So I opened at 10, and my first sale was at 10:04. So 4 minutes. And I sold an aquarium. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't sell any yesterday. I sold one today though, £10. Then we had to wait 2 hours and 8 minutes until we sold the next thing, which was a plant. Then at 12:23, which was 10 minutes later, I sold a purple whale. And then at 12:30, I sold a cat. Then a young girl came with all her friends. She must have been about 10. Oh, I want a crab. I want that crab. Which crab shall I get? What do you think, guys? What shall I get? They were all going, grandma crab, grandma crab. Well, it was a crab wearing glasses, knitting. It's only £5. Oh, yeah, I'll buy that then. So she bought that and put it in a bag. And she got free stickers because she made a purchase. 10 minutes later, she's back. I don't think my mum will like what I've bought. So can I give it you back? I was like, oh, for God's sake. I'd only made we'd been open 3 hours at this point and I'd made £30. I was like, oh God. So yeah, no problem. Anyway, it was still intact. If it would have been longer, I wouldn't have given her her money back. Because it's not fair, is it? It's not fair. It's a handmade item. She could have been dropping it in mud and all sorts, throwing it up in the air. But on this occasion, I gave her her money back. But she'd already used the stickers. But, you know, that's I wasn't going to ask a kid for stickers back. So that was a refund at 1 o'clock. She'd obviously seen something else, or she wanted to go on the bouncy castle and wanted her money back. So anyway, that's it. So at 1 o'clock, I sold a whale. 1:10, a ghost. 1:15, another aquarium. 1:20, a cat. 1:55. So it was half an hour later. A plant. 2:15, a turtle. 2:30, a cat. And then 2:31, I sold 2 crabs. 2:35, another crab. 2:40, a turtle. 3:06, I sold a cappy, an axolotl and an aquarium to a family. And that is it. That is it for today, for Sunday. So my biggest seller today, on the second day, joined 3 places I joined. So my aquariums, I sold 3. My cats, I sold 3, and I sold 3 crabs. So that's 3 of those. 3 of those. Then I sold 2 plants, 2 turtles, 2 axolotls, 1 ghost, 1 cappy. So I sold a total of 19 items today, 137. Not good, is it? Not when you do blooming King's State and Ram Fair and you do £1,200 in 3 hours. So we got 137 and 240. So I did 377. Now I know a lot of you will be thinking, bloody hell, that's really good. But for the amount of effort and the time we were sat there and the cost, it was £100 just for the stall. You got your petrol, the food I bought there today, the cost of my yarn. It doesn't really amount to much after. My tax has got to come, obviously my tax has got to come off that. So it wasn't really worth it to us. We need to make at least 200 to 300 a day, and we didn't. So we won't do that one again. We can't win them all. I understand that. I understand that times are hard. But because we did this one last year and it was very similar, but we only did 1 day, I don't think we'll do it again. Because I was talking to a few other traders and they said it's like this every year. So Abfest, bye. Sorry. We tried it. We're going to stick to the bigger ones from now on. It was more for drinkers. You know, everyone was walking around drunk. It was so funny. Even Naomi on Saturday, she'd had a few. She was like screaming over the field, Dad! Her and Sophie was showing me up. It was funny as hell. It was really funny, but never mind. So, would I do Abfest again? No, definitely not. Am I sorry I went? No, I'm not. Because even though it was crap, I had a laugh. We met some lovely vendors there today. And I bought some wonderful mugs I'm going to take to work. And there was a store selling homemade peanuts in like salted caramel. I was like, oh my God. And Mark had some chocolate flavoured ones. And we had that. And it was just nice. And lots of cuddles with doggies today. But yeah, disappointing. But you can't win them all. And I'm so grateful to everybody that did buy from me. Thank you. My next market is Saturday and is at Teignmouth. So I've done that a couple of times before and I like that one. My markets are slowing down at the moment. I've got one Saturday and then I've got another one in 2 weeks after that. And then one after 2 weeks after that, which are all Teignmouth market. And then I've got to prepare for me Christmas. I've got 1, 2, 3, 5 Christmas markets. So that'll be really good, I think. I've got a good feeling about it, but I've got to make my stock. So I'll leave you and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you got to the end, what should we say? We've had the rain, haven't we, in the middle bit? Do a pint of beer or a beer, like a cheers thing or whatever, because it was a beer festival. So if you got to the end, I want to see rain and a beer jug. All right? Thanks for watching. Oh, let me go before you go. Do you know we're doing this crochet roulette? As you've probably seen on the video I put on this afternoon. It was pink sea life and Mark's done his. It's a seahorse. I said it looks like something else if you take that bit off. But that's me being rude. Take the tail off. Don't it look rude? Turn it around. Take the end. Look at that. It's nothing like a bloody seahorse. It does with the tail, doesn't it? Bless him. Now, we're doing a competition for this soon where you can win all of Mark's makes. So you've got like the mushroom, the seahorse, the worm. I'm going to do a competition, so stay tuned. All right? Thank you for watching again. See you later. Bye.